What's up guys? Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be checking out how to create your very own automated blinds using a servo motor, an ESP8266, and a little custom board that I built. If that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, stay tuned because it's coming up right here, right now on misperry.
Today's video is sponsored by JLCPCB.com. This is a great PCB fab house. They offer some of the best prices for getting PCBs made in the market today, especially if you're on a budget. They offer up to 6-layer PCB fabrication, even with a provided SMT stencil based on your design. When I started using this service, I was amazed at the quality of the circuit boards. No solder mask over vias, no silk screen issues, and no solder mask peeling. These are a good, high-quality board, and I recommend them to anyone. Check the link in the description to get free shipping on your first order.
Alright guys, just like the intro said, we're going to be taking a look at how do you make your very own automated blinds. What we're going to be doing is we'll be using the Home Assistant as well as an ESP8266 and some custom 3D printed parts. So that way you'll be able to use your Home Assistant to open and shut your blinds. Open and shut. And you will also have a manual override. There it is. You pull it and closed. So what we're going to be doing is, first off, we're going to take a look at the mechanical pieces of it. So we'll get these blinds down and I'll show you how to disassemble these style blinds so that way you can build this stuff up, as well as I'll show you the different 3D parts that you need to print. All are available on Thingiverse in the links below. And you'll be able to also look at the GitHub link to get any of the other parts, as well as any of the links. I've got Amazon links down in the description, so you'll be able to find the servo motors and all the pieces and parts that you'll need to do this build. So without further ado, let's get this thing down, let's get some stuff going and get the bench fired up, and I will show you how to build one of these. Okay, so now that we got the blinds down, we can go ahead and disassemble the mechanical mechanism on this. So how this works is it's got this rod that runs through here. These different little pulleys, I guess you'd say, basically pull the strings that go down through here that make it fold and unfold. So what we need to do is we need to get this little mechanical mechanism out. So the first thing we need to do is we need to take these little ends off the cords, because otherwise they will fall out. So these come out easy enough. You just pull out the deal and untie them. So we'll just take and untie them, and these should slide right off. So get the other one. Just untie it here. There's that. Then this little mechanism, you can kind of pry this channel apart, and this little mechanism will come out. You just kind of gotta spread on it, and then it slides. It just slides off the rod. So if we can get it to go up through, it should just slide off our rod there. And that's all there is to that little mechanism, as you can see. See? It's just a simple little plastic mechanism. And that's it. Now that we got that off of there, we can start applying our parts. Okay, so once you've gotten the track taken apart and gotten the different pieces out, then it's time to start assembling. So now that we've 3D printed our parts, we're also going to use this switch mount part. As you can see, this is what's going to mount our little pull chain switch that we have here. So we're going to slide this into here, and it should drop into that hole. So see that? That dropped into there. So now, oops, it's a little crooked. Let me get it to snap in. It snaps in fairly tight, at least it does on mine. So you can see that there's that little hole. So now we'll go ahead and we'll put the pull chain switch in. Let's see if I can drop the chain through there. There we go. All right, there it is. All right, so I've got the pull chain switch in. So now I've got to clip on. So now I've got that. I've got basically the little pull string here. It's got one of those little clip deals on it, and then here's the retaining ring that's on it. So we'll go ahead and we'll put that on. So let's clip that on. There we go. And then we'll slide the retaining ring up where we can screw it down and make it tight. So let's go ahead and we'll screw that down onto there. There we go. And then there's our pull chain. So there's that portion of it. So it's got the pull chain switch. Now we need to mount the motor in. Now, first things first, what we have to do with the motor is we're going to have to, these motors are too big with the wings on them to fit in the channel. So we have to cut this wing off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to take a miniature saw, and I'm going to just cut this little one off, and cut it off on this side. Okay, so it's this side that you're going to want to remove it on, the side that has the like little chamfer here. So you cut this off, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back, and I have cut that off of there, as you can see. So that's nice and smooth now. It's all one piece, and it will now fit inside the tray here. So we're going to take our block, basically our mounting bracket, and I've done a couple of things. In fact, I think I've updated this since then, and there's some holes in this now. So if you want to mount the screws through this, you can. So what we'll do is this will snap into here like so. We'll have to get the other hardware that's in here and snap that in, but I'm not going to show you. There's some hardware that this comes with, some spacers and stuff, but I'm not going to snap them on there. And then you will install your little rotary coupler here. So let me push that onto the motor, and there it is. I don't know if you can hear that. There it is. So now that's on there. Now, the thing that we're going to have to mess with is you'll have to power this up initially and set this thing. So that way you can set your blinds. You want your blinds to be completely closed. So I'm going to put these up here like this, ensure that they're closed, because this is a square drive. And then we want to put our bracket in. And sometimes you kind of got to bend it a little bit to get it to go on. And there it is. So there's our bracket, there's our device, there's our pull chain. So there we go. We are now hooked up, and it can now, I don't know if you can hear that, but as I move it, you can hear it opening and closing. So yep. Okay. So now we're finished retrofitting this.
All right, so in the electronics part of this, we're going to be checking out basically hooking it up like this. So you've got basically your ESP8266 right here. That's going to be this section. And then we will be connecting it as so. We got a 2.2 pull-up on that. That's going to be basically your servo motor here, and then this is basically our input that is going to be our pull chain. And then you've got a 3 volt regulator, got a protection diode in there, and a couple of plugs so you can daisy chain it. So I had our friends over at JLC PCB go ahead and put that together for us and give us a board. So let's check out the board. Okay guys, so here is our circuit boards I got from our friends at JLC PCB. They sent me 10, which is fantastic. Each order, I think the minimum is 10, and these are so cost effective. I encourage you to go check it out. So I got a light on here, so sorry I'm a little washed out. Anyway, but basically how this works is you've got your 3 voltage regulator. This is one that's finally assembled, and like I said, it's pretty nice, very nice job on the whole ENIG process. I've got this now, and so I've got 2 USB ports on it, so that way you can just daisy chain these if you have multiple blinds. And then it's got the connector for the, and so all you for this, and so all you have to do is plug your ESP8266 in, and the board is ready to go. You need to put a couple wires in here. I need to make this bigger, but put a couple wires in there to wire up to your pull chain. So let's go ahead and check out the software. Okay, so now we've got the software up here. It's basically a simple MQTT setup is what we're doing. So what we've done is we'll set up with our Wi-Fi SSID, our Wi-Fi password, our MQTT name server, username, and entry. And then all we have to do is set up all the necessary MQTT stuff, like the whatever you've named it. I named mine blinds be our state and blind be our command, and that's basically all you have to set up is that MQTT stuff. And all it does is it just looks to see which thing got sent to it and whatnot, and then it echoes it back so that way Home Assistant can figure it out. So you take this, put in that information, make sure you keep the names the same, and install that to your ESP8266. Oh yes, and make sure and pick up your own ESP8266 programmer off the 10D store. Link will be in the description to help you get that thing programmed. Now, the next thing that you'll have to do is check out how to put together your YAML file for your Home Assistant. Make sure you have MQTT put in there somewhere. Also, come down, define yourself a light object, add the platform MQTT to it as well, give it a name just so it'll show up correctly, and then do your state topic, command topic, and all that stuff to get the MQTT stuff to handshake properly. Make sure that the names are the same between the topic and the command and the different blind levels and whatnot. Make sure those all match between this and your ESP8266 code. Now, once you have finished all of your configurations in your YAML file, got your ESP8266 uploaded and powered up, you should be able to see this light function right here, and you should be able to control the dimness, which will control how much it opens, as well as be able to turn it fully open or fully closed based on the on-off of the light object. Once you have completed installing your software and everything on this and making sure that it works, now it is time to go ahead and hook it up. So looking at the pins, the signal pin is on the top. So we will plug that right in to there. That will be our servo motor, and then power it up with your favorite USB powering device. Doesn't matter which spot to put it in, and basically wait for the motor to turn. And now the motor turns, and we should be good to go. Okay, now once you get it powered up and the blue light is on and the motor has turned a little bit to reassure you that things are functioning properly, you should be now able to send your MQTT information to it. On, it turns, off, fully turns off. All right, and then even if you click on it and choose somewhere in between, it only moves just a little bit. And then off. And that's all there is to it.
Well guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed this whole project. It seemed pretty cool to me. It took me a while to get all the things put together. I've got some more stuff coming. There'll be more videos on this. We're going to end up working on putting together some sort of solar powered system to keep a battery charged, so that way you don't have to hang a cord off somewhere and keep it plugged in, so that way it'll truly be battery powered and you won't have to worry about changing batteries all the time. Hopefully I can get that working, but I've had some trouble with the solar panels, so I'm putting it in the works. So guys, thank you very much. If you would like to support the channel and support everything, hit that like button. That really does help the channel a lot. As well as check down below, check the links, some of the affiliate links I got down there. Check out JLC PCB. That place is great. They offer a lot of different basically ways to build the boards. The board that I showed in this one was done with the ENIG process. Check out that link down below for specials and things like that, but go check them out. I was very, very impressed with the quality of the board, and even though this is basically a sponsored video, I don't take sponsors unless it's something that I personally have used and I personally enjoy and actually like, and I give my honest opinion. So go check them out. They really do have some of the best prices that are out there, and it comes very quick to your door. So check them out. And guys, with that, I think that ought to do it. We'll see you next time.